Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention. Overrule! Gotcha! Busted! Things are about to get dicey. Show no mercy! Laid bare. Gotcha. Bring it. Ad Astra. Thank you for
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree? This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life.
Here comes the catch.
Go! You're free now!
Closing in. Yeah.
As you wish, Ming.
Dancing in the wind. Yeah, up and away.
Take it easy. Game's up. Fun's over.
By royal decree.
Time to say hello. Not too far now.
Flip 'em fly. Swift as the swallow.
Gotcha.
Midnight fantastic.
Things are about to get dicey.
Closing in. Up and away.
Quietly now.
Odds reveal.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Tell me what you see.
Dancing in the wind. Flip 'em fly.
As you wish, Ming.
Yes.
Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey.
By royal decree. Closing in. Ills be gone.
Quietly now.
Midnight fantastic.
Not too far now.
Up and away.
Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over.
Go. You're free now. Be free.
Odds revealed. Swift as the swallow. Can't fall now. Shadow Raven, let night fall.
Things are about to get dicey.
Time to say hello. Not too far now. Voices are calling.
Here comes the catch.
Midnight Phantasm. Ills be gone. Need some time.
Busted. Things are about to get dicey.
Odds for be invincible.
Quietly now. Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha.
Shadow Raven, let night fall.
Quietly now. Here comes the catch. How was I so...
By royal decree.
Busted.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Gotcha. But the truth is still unknown.
Huh? I'm not really sure.
Even when darkness falls, the faithful shall not stray from the...
Let me down, Kerplunkatron. In the name of the Prinzessin!
Huh? Not really sure. You should probably ask someone else.
Now stabilize. This is order.
Receive my book.
Incoming! With sword comes shadow. Wings of darkness!
Forest, protect. With one heart, we pray. You poor lost lamb.
Gather.
Don't blink! Nowhere to hide. Speed of light. Hey! Oz, reveal the... Incoming. With sword comes shadow. Don't blink. Hey!
Midnight Phantasmal.
Leave this place.
Speed of light. Yeah!
Stabilize.
Incoming. Hey! Come on. Enough procrastinating. Let's go. In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
Fresh fruit, only at...
Better see Barbara at the cathedral if you're in. Don't blink! Nowhere to hide. Speed of light. Ah!
I made it. I don't recognize this simple fur. Looks like the fearsome, unless this. Anyway.
Hi, River. Since you're working extra hours tonight, I'll test it out, and if it's as good as everyone's saying, let's go back together sometime. P.S. New stash from the Universitas Magistrorum. I brought some goodies home. A few teacups and a pit.
They didn't sign their name. but they must.
I went over to Joseph's for drinks today. They have a fine collection, Joseph asked, but if he...
The Lindis.
Crane imports keep falling. Honestly, I don't care if...
Grain has to be imported. That would they even use...
I've just about saved up enough now.
Making a big purchase. He really, despite what he's... Did Rary rip...
Before I met you, I was the burial place. It was you.
This is just the burial...
Revere! Oh. Dane! Oh, and, Vedaflin here? What a surprise to see you.
Hello there, Revere. You need not address me so formally outside of court.
He doesn't get that much free time, so I invited him over for a drink.
Well, I'm flattered.
So, what are we just...
Hey, don't look at me. As far as I see it, we don't need an
Come on, don't give us that. Didn't you say you were about to pop the big question? How's that coming along?
Who'd have thought the great Twilight Sword was an even greater gossip?
I just didn't expect you to be the...
Yeah.
So...
Sure,
Come on, stop. A member of the King's Guard.
Of course he does.
Me? Same old, nothing much to... Huh? What's up, Ved?
It's nothing.
Vedafilnir, Dainsleif's elder brother. Renowned throughout the court of Conria, and yet, despite the gulf between us, he seems to have something to say about me. Does he even know me? Why did he react so strongly?
Brown, curly hair and brooding blue. Perfectly normal. No different from anyone else. As frightening as this monster is in the present,
Felindis? You're back early?
Our equipment's being serviced today, so I got off earlier than usual. How's your day been? Aw, why the long face? Is something the matter?
Went for a drink with Dane and the others after work.
Isn't that a good thing?
Vedafilnir showed up today, too. You know, Dainsleif's older brother.
Ah, Mr. Vedafilnir. Yes, I've heard of him. They say that everything he says ends up coming true.
He overheard Dainsleif mention that I'd recently proposed, and seemed to have an issue with it. But when I asked what it was, he kept it to himself.
So, you're worried? You could be such a child sometimes, Revere. We're nobodies. Why would the Visionary be concerned about us? I'm sure someone in his position has much bigger fish to fry. You worry too much, Revere. We've been together for ages now, and everything's been going so well, has it not? You've even proposed to me.
So, you do remember. Tell me then.
Like I said, I need some time to decide. You can't just rush into things like this.
All right. Take your time. Nobody's. Sounds about right. In the eyes of people like Vedafilnir and Dainsleif, what do we matter? Can someone whose gaze is so fixed on a far-flung future even see the present clearly? Besides, the dynasty's fate rests with the king and his inner circle. Meanwhile, every idea they come up with and every decision they make, it affects everything. The opposition tried to speak out, but nothing came of it. And I'm under no illusions as to why. Because we eliminated them and got rid of their bodies. A man can have 1,000 reasons to carry a sword, but there are few good excuses to use it. Yet the king has never even considered a gentler approach, and he never will. What becomes of someone who kills on another's behalf? Can he ever find true peace? Thelindis? It's nothing. You were right. Fate has never smiled upon nobodies like us. But by the same token, it's unlikely to bear a grudge against us either. There's no reason we can't keep living happily together, cherishing the simple joys of each day as they come.
See? You just need to stay positive, Revere. I can feel your warmth, your breath. You're right there, right by my side. Just seeing you makes me happy in a way I can't explain, and that's something that no one could ever take away from me. So smile, my love. Let go of that frown.
You're right, Thelindis. I've just been overthinking things.
That's better. Getting caught up about things like this will only ruin our evening. Speaking of which, all set for the ball tonight? I need to go get ready.
You go ahead. I just have a few things to take care of, then I'll come join you.
Even busier than the big shots, huh? Fine, I'll go get started. But don't be late. If you keep me waiting too long, I won't be a happy bunny.
Relax. I'll be there. Seriously, though, you drive a hard bargain. You're really gonna leave my proposal hanging and still expect me to take you to the ball?
Well, that goes without saying. I already told everyone I'd be coming with a dance partner. Besides, they're two completely different things. Let's take it one thing at a time, all right?
All right. White outfit it is.
It seems like Rerir was deliberately hiding his ties to the intelligence services by giving the impression that he was just an ordinary member of the Venster King's Guard. He clearly doesn't want his would-be fiancée to know about his other life. Then again, that's hardly surprising. People in the intelligence trade rarely do. Who'd have thought we were in the same line of work? Let's dig a little deeper.
Our last operation was a resounding success.
After all these years?
Indeed. Khaenri'ah has...
That's not entirely true. Much about the crypt, many of its secrets remain...
You still haven't told her what you really do for a living.
Where would I even start? How do you tell someone that you're one of the king's hand-picked executioners? That your hands are steeped in blood?
You didn't choose this life, any more than I did.
But I'll sure as heck be the one to pay for it. Speaking of which, we need to be more rigorous in the way we identify direct descendants. Someone, it seems, has strong opinions about my future plans. Most likely my marriage in particular. I have a feeling that we may soon become targets of the Crimson Moon's
Your concerns are not unfounded. They've taken out many of our colleagues these past few years, and for that very reason. These are no helpless lambs we're leading to the slaughter. Take care, Ray.
Thanks, Thorkin. Thelindis, I never wanted to keep this from you. You're the last person I would ever want to lie to. But that's exactly why I can't tell you everything. There are things you shouldn't know. The Moonlit Dynasties are a thing of the past. Yet even now, with the sun shining high in the sky, could that be why Vedalfnir held back? I have to get a clear answer from him. No matter what happened.
Rerir seems to be very concerned. Vedalfnir, I've investigated. Should I try?
So, he's late after all.
Are you waiting for someone, ma'am?
Oh, sure. Pick me out a pretty bunch if you would.
Thank you. But I'm afraid none of them are as pretty as you.
For someone so young, you sure have a way with words, don't you?
I'm only telling the truth. Look me in the eyes. You'll see I'm not lying. May we have a word in private?
Who are you? And what?
It doesn't matter who I am. Too many of our kind have fallen lately, so I decided to take the risk of reaching out. Not long ago, the Ray here of Solnari led an assault on one of our strongholds. We suffered many casualties, and many who came to our aid lost their lives as well.
Sorry, I don't know why you're telling me this. And I don't want to get involved.
Wait, hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rerir, and he claims to be one of the King's Guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner. But surely, you must have caught a whiff of the blood on his hands.
Why are you telling me all—
Simple. It's...
How strange. Rerir was nowhere to be seen in that memory. It clearly belonged to Thelindis. Rerir couldn't possibly know what happened if he wasn't even there. Why would her memories appear in his fragment? The ceremony won't last much longer. I think it's time to call it a day.
So that was your doing?
Any more questions, and I'll—
I had no idea you could do that, boss! Seriously, that was amazing! We're not worthy. We're not worthy! I gotta admit, though, I'm itching to see what happens next. Feels...
I'm just as curious. Luckily, we managed.
So far, so good. Especially the—
If you're worried about—
If I know
They might not have seen us. Oh, that's enough. If they spot us, they'll run. Oh, guess you're right. Quick, hide! We almost got spotted. Phew. That was a close call. Watch out! They're coming this way! Keep going. We're nearly there. This is the final hurdle. Oh, there's no end to these things.
Sandrone was right. You look weak, Columbina. The old you would never have let such lowly creatures bar your way. Word has it that you did something for the Tsaritsa, and that's why you've lost most of your power. Freedom comes at a heavy price, doesn't it?
It's Arlecchino! You came!
Hello again, Columbina. And greetings, guests of the House of the Hearth.
It's been a while, Arlecchino.
Stupid right here of stupid Solnari. Whatever. I've got all the data I need. Next time we meet, you're finished. He sure doesn't pull his punches.
Excuse me, do you need a hand?
You can do me a favor by staying out of my way. Can't you see I'm busy? Wait a minute. I recognize that
Hello, Miss Sandrone. Father sent us over to help.
How considerate of her. Hey, Fremine, get over here and help me fix this. Lenny, you do your thing. Just keep your sister away from my machines. Nearly every machine that cat girl touches ends up going haywire. Go put her on cleaning duty or something.
Then let's start downstairs. Fremine, we'll leave this place to you. You've got it.
Wait a second. Pretty sure there's still some tea in the cupboard. If you want some, you'll have to make it yourselves.
It's a relief to see you all made it back in one piece.
Huh? Feels like
I returned ahead of them.
Boss is still wrapping things up on her end.
I see. But first, who do we...
Greetings. I was invited here to help as a longtime Tea Party companion of Columbina's. You may call me Arlecchino.
Surely it can't be.
Those eyes. Where have I seen them before? Wait, of course. In those memories we just saw.
The only Arlecchino I know is the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers. So either you share a pretty uncommon name, or you're more than just a Tea Party buddy.
You are well informed, Grandmaster. A man from Mondstadt living all the way out here in Nodcry, and yet the people and affairs of Snezhnaya seem to hold a special place in your heart.
Oh, the feeling's mutual. Sounds like you know all about who I am, too.
A Fatui Harbinger.
The atmosphere in here just got really tense. Guess we can't just start trusting Fatui Harbingers. even at a time like this.
I must admit, though, I'm a little curious. Seeing as the moon goddess no longer belongs to the Fatui, what makes you so willing to put your neck on the line here?
Nor does Nodcry belong to Mondstadt, Mr. Varka. Yet still, you're fighting for it all the same. Things don't always have to have a tangible payoff. Sometimes, stopping things from spiraling out of control is a higher priority than chasing the spoils of victory. Of course, I can't say there's nothing in it for me at all. But that's between Columbina and myself.
Forgive me. I don't mean to doubt you. It's just that the Fatui really have been the source of many of our troubles. We have our own way of doing things here in Nodcry. But ever since they arrived, the Fatui have treated us with nothing but hostility.
I know there's been a lot of bad blood between us in the past. I've done my utmost to avoid friction whenever I could. But sometimes fundamental conflicts of interest simply can't be settled amicably. That's why I'm here solely in a personal capacity. This has nothing to do with the Fatui. As a gesture of good faith, I'll be frank. I can help Columbina track down the iridescent moon's marrow, which will help her restore more of her power. Anyway, what else is on the agenda? Let's begin.
She says she'll be frank, then completely skips over the details. Looks like she doesn't want to give away too many secrets after all. But she clearly wants to change the subject. It'd be awkward if I tried to bring it up again now. I guess we'll just have to go along with it. She's the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers after all. One look and you can tell she's not someone you'd want to mess with.
Well, since Miss Arlecchino sounds confident in her ability to handle that, we'll proceed to the next topic. Yehoda, time to share that top-secret intel.
All right, listen up, everyone. First, we now know...
The dregs of the Crimson Moon?
In the memories, there was a lot of talk about the Crimson Moon and Eclipse, and a whole bunch of other stuff from the time of Conria.
To my knowledge, those were the names of two different Conrian dynasties. Long, long ago, it is said that the people of Conria worshipped the Crimson Moon, drawing a mysterious power from its reflection. But one day, a coup saw the Crimson Moon eclipsed, hence the name of the new dynasty that replaced it, and how it became the new emblem of Conria.
Still, long after the Crimson Moon dynasty had fallen, the last ruler of the Eclipse dynasty, the Vinster King, still coveted the secrets it left behind. So, he sent the Rehir of Solnari to secretly hunt down the Crimson Moon's few remaining followers. In those days, Rerir showed no signs of madness. In fact, he was as normal as any other person. Oh, and he had a fiancé, or at least a would-be fiancé, called Tholindis. What's the matter?
Verfnir, Rhine-daughter, Tholindis,
Interesting. Anything else? What about this would-be fiancé of his? Do we know anything about...
Well, she was a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum, but it felt like she was hiding some kind of secret.
Oh, and one more thing. For some reason, Rerir's fragment also contained some of Tholindis' memories, though only a very small portion.
Well, no shortage of potential leads, I'll give you that. In any case, it sounds like we can conclude that while Tholindis was still around, Rerir appeared to be lucid and quite normal. Tholindis, it seems, must have been the one thing in this world that he couldn't let go of.
Why do you need to know that? Hold on. If she was a pure-blood Conrian... Oh yeah! Just like how it was with the captain!
If we could somehow find her, Do you think there's any chance Rerir might regain
It's possible. But that merchant who Nefer knows, Dori Sangama Bay. Maybe we could hire her to look into it.
All right, then. Let's keep Traveler, Paimon, Kutar, and Miss Arlecchino. We'll go look for the iridescent moon's merit. As for the others...
On the way over here, I noticed that the Wild Hunt monsters had grown even more At this rate, the people living here will be in grave danger too. So I'm thinking of gathering together some of our followers.
I'll head back to the curatorium and meet up with...
Feels good knowing we've all got something to be getting on. Given that the Wild Hunt has been a lot more active lately, the Lightkeepers have likely begun their own... I'll hold the fort for now. Then discuss our next move with Flint's, Aino, and Anefa when they get back.
All right then.
Well, the clock's ticking. If that's everything, we'll be on our way.
We'd better get moving too. We'll try to buy you as much time as we can.
Relax. Just do your thing. Now, I decided to call in some backup since things are getting so hairy. Our reinforcements should be here any minute now. Stay safe, everyone.
We're back. Did we get here a little early?
A tad late. The others have already set off. To summarize, our resident moon goddess has found us a new ally, and Boss Nefer has uncovered some promising info. Everything going smoothly on your end?
Not great. I don't know how long we can stall them for. The decoys are getting taken out way faster than we imagined. I'm gonna make some more later, but I need a timeout first. I'm so tired right now. Oh, right! Inefa, could you fill in Uncle Varka on what we just discussed with Flint's?
Sure. Uncle Varka, you previously told us about how when you went to investigate a source of the Wild Hunt, but according to Flint's, that was before Rerir had regained his body, when he was far from regaining his...
Flint's. I know. I'm sure you're capable of coming up with some... And Efa and I will head back over to Amsfardnir to see if there's a...
Database updated.
What?
It's... We already decided someone needs to hang back and oversee our strategy meetings. And besides, you still haven't fully recovered from ambushing Rerir.
So I've ended up with the easiest assignment. Well, I appreciate it.
Incoming! Hey!
Here, this will serve as...
Arlecchino, hold up a second! Since you brought us all this way, would you mind telling us what you've got planned? We still haven't got the slightest idea what's going on here.
Simple. Because I am an inheritor of the royal bloodline of the Crimson Moon. And one of the last surviving embers of the Two Worlds' flames.
Huh? Are you serious? Isn't you're a descendant of that Crimson Moon dynasty we were just talking about? The one from ancient
Your surprise is understandable. I was also taken aback when I first learned of it. But the more I thought about it, the more when I was young, I discovered I could wield a very special kind of fire. It coursed like blood through my veins and smoldered away inside my nerves. What's more, whenever I experienced strong bursts of emotion or drew too deeply on this power, it was like some kind of presence within the fire would begin to gnaw away at me, consuming me from the inside out. Exactly. That is why my hands are like this too. At first, I saw it only as a curse, but once I became a harbinger, the Jester apprised me of the truth. Together with my own investigations over the past few years, there are several things that I have gradually come to understand. For instance, take the so-called Crimson Moon. In truth, it is nothing more than the shattered remnants of the iridescent moon, fused with the abyss to prolong its lifespan. Since this blood flame was bestowed upon me by the Crimson Moon, it is a fusion of the iridescent moon's former power and the corruption of the abyss. You all understand the nature of the abyss well enough. I draw upon its power, and in return, it hungers for my soul. This strange blackness is the mark of corruption it has left behind.
If I recall correctly, you once told me that if the corruption ever made it to your heart, you'd become a completely different person.
Yes, and that's the reason I'm always careful not to push my power too far. It's essentially a never-ending tug-of-war. Anyway, the rest of my story can wait. Is there anything else about the Crimson Moon or the Iridescent Moon that you're unclear about?
Paimon has a question. So, the Crimson Moon that the Karians used to worship was actually the Iridescent Moon, right? Which was one of the three Moon Sisters. Does that mean that the Karians...
So much of that history has been lost. We have no way of knowing exactly what they were like. But I would suspect that the Conrians weren't as devout in their moon worship. Later on, perhaps someone discovered a way. Still.
The first time we met, I sensed something familiar when I looked at you. I felt I could see that mysterious
Well, I appreciate that you kept it to yourself. Much about the Crimson Moon is... Anyway, time is against us here, so if there's any other I just want to make sure...
That's right. The Iridescent Moon...
Deal. Then let's get started.
Get what started?
When I first became a Harbinger, the Jester gave me a book called Paranhari, also known as Leobranto Innamorato. You should be able to buy a copy next time you're in Fontaine. It's a love story set in the Crimson Moon era. But setting aside the tangled romances of its characters, it also records a few interesting details. In the Crimson Moon era, or so the story goes, there was an orphanage that received children from beyond the bounds...
Beyond the bounds of this world? For real?
The Crimson Moon Sages looked beyond this world for beings with powers that They made these children crawl up a fireplace and kept asking them, "Have you died? Did you see it?" Until they finally admitted to having died and seen a crimson moon. The adults embraced the children who passed the ritual, telling them, "Within the fireplace, you have traversed the flame." The book leaves...
That explains why...
That won't be necessary. The fireplace is purely symbolic. The key to the ritual is crossing the flames between two worlds. In other words, the flames that burn within me. Those burned away by such flames leave behind a kind of ghostly afterimage in the world. In short, I can open a passage to... The catch is I'll need to stay on this side to keep the passage open. Very well. Then I'll...
Traveler, spare me a little more moonlight if you would. I may need it. Thank you. I feel like I've recovered some of my strength now. It should be enough to move us across short distance.
Mistress of the seven hues of ages past, great mother of the present, crimson-clad sovereign of the two realms, by fire severed, by fire renewed, I offer myself now and beseech your descent. One word of advice. As you're crossing over, no matter what voices you hear, do not answer.
Got it.
I sense a sinister gloom inside. But also the familiar... I feel that I am about to meet an old friend who has changed beyond all recognition. You have crossed over from another world, transcended fate itself. I have no right to.
Hey! Look up at the sky! A red moon! This must be the spot, right? Is that the abyss? It's practically filled the entire place!
What a tragic sight. Fragments of your broken body, seized by the abyss, and hung up aloft like mummified remains. Iridescent moon, was this truly what you wished for?
Careful! There's something spooky about... Haimon's right behind you! Whatever you do, don't run off without her! By the way, Kalamina, didn't you tell us that the iridescent moon had shattered into pieces? The moon up there looks pretty whole to Paimon. How is that possible? Don't blink!
You poor lost lamb.
Gather!
Incoming!
Just like I thought. Only a facade.
Stabilize!
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
The frost moon of old.
Huh? To the chase! Don't blink! Hey! By royal decree!
Protect.
Speed of light! Ha! With sword comes shadow! Huh? Huh? For real? That's way too high! There's no way we'll be able to reach it!
No. I'm not sensing anything up there. It's coming from under the mountain.
Let's see... Ah! There's some kind of weird... Wait, see that? Looks like a mechanism of some... Looks like a device from the time of Kharia. Maybe people once came here to study the Crimson Moon's domain, and they left this behind. Huh. If we can activate it, we might find some clues.
be the key?
Thalindis, we'll leave the rest of the research in your hands. We'll be heading back now.
I hope this isn't ruining date night.
Ugh. Mind your own business. Just leave me some snacks on the table.
Thalindis? Is that Rerear's girlfriend? How come we're... Oh, yeah. So, do you think she was studying this
The Abyss has made this space Maybe that's why some of the things she said and did were preserved here.
Whenever I see this view, it takes me back to a poem from my Waning Moon. Oh, lifeless damsel. For me, of all people, to be here investigating the mysteries of the Crimson Moon space. Is it a coincidence?
Leave this.
Speed of light.
Oh, looks like the Abyss has messed up this mechanism. We need to find a way to get it working again. Let's see if there are any other devices nearby.
Midnight Phantasma.
Forest, protect us.
Hey!
I see. So the Moon Marrow, or rather the power of the three moons, is the key to unlocking... If it really does exist, then maybe this madness can finally be put to an...
Take cover behind the rocks!
Gather!
With the Abyss inhibitors in place, I should be able to access the chamber with the Moon Marrow. Oh, Rerir, with every step you take, you're drifting further from what you truly desire. But you're not the root of the problem. Ever since that outsider set foot in Conria, the Vinster King has sunken deeper into madness. If only I could get my hands on that outsider.
Hey, look! The moon's reflection is back to normal! Thalindis' voice mentioned a chamber with the moon.
It must be. For with...
And there's no time to look!
Stabilize!
That must be the iridescent moon's marrow! Oh, we'll need to destroy these things before we can reach it!
I summon thee! Tuh.
Order guide you.
For the everlasting forest.
Oz, reveal thyself! Cut to the chase!
Leave this place.
Gather!
Nowhere to hide. Incoming.
As you wish, Mainfreud.
Forest, protect us.
Don't blink! Hey!
Stabilize!
By royal decree!
You poor lad.
Speed of light! Don't blink! Oz,
This is order.
Leave this place.
speed of light! Hey!
Hang in there! We're so close!
With one heart, we pray. Forest, protect us.
Midnight Phantasm.
Cut to the chase! Don't blink!
You poor lost.
The iridescent moon's marrow. Still burning away like an undying flame. If we can purify the abyssal power with... And so... Is it you? Are you here?
Huh?
At long last, I can see you once more. Our fates have crossed, and I am finally free. I'm sorry, I lied to you. Even knowing what was to come, I still couldn't let go of the fear in my heart. As death drew near, the moment the moon shattered, my body began to tell me, you look so puzzled. But trust me when I say...
What was that all about? Was that the goddess of the iridescent? It sounded like she was speaking to a long-lost friend. But none of it...
Perhaps. She took me for the goddess of the frost moon she once knew. For a fading soul like hers, our auras must be too similar to tell apart.
But anyway, we've got the iridescent moon's marrow now. That should help you regain your strength, right? Alright. time to leave this place and meet back up with Arlecchino. Let's go! That's odd. This place looks different than when we came in.
Waning moon.
Huh?
Oh, lifeless damsel.
Oh. Hurry! The place is collapsing!
It wants to trap us here.
Who's it? The Abyss?
Now we've taken the moon marrow. All that's left here is a dark will. It will show us no mercy.
Give it back! The Crimson Hounds! My marrow! My heart! Finally! Huh? Oh no! The exit's blocked! They're back! Now what do we do?
This is where you fall. Witness my rise. What are you waiting for?
We made it! Was that you, Arlecchino? Did you save us? Wait, your hands! They're...
Oh, this? Don't worry. It's a small price to pay. The Abyss wanted to trap you inside, and I defied its will by bringing you out. No. I have paid the price, albeit a small one, and it cannot be undone. My hands have already fused with the Abyss. Purification would simply destroy whatever's left of them.
But you're... Oh... We're so sorry, Arlecchino. Paimon can't believe...
As much as I'd like to call it a favor, the truth is I was simply holding up my end of the deal. Well, Columbina.
Yes, you did your part. And as promised, I will leave the iridescent moon's marrow in your care.
I'll take that as a blessing. Now, Columbina, give me your hand. Accept this moonlight I offer in return. Feeling stronger?
Hey, Columbina! Are you okay?
I'm fine. Our powers are a little at odds, that's all.
By the Frost Moon's authority alone, wielding the power of the other moons was always going to be a stretch. Still, I think it's fair to say that your strength has returned, at least to the level it was at as Third Harbinger.
It's still not enough. There's no way I can hope to challenge Rayrir like this. Just one more ray of moonlight, if you would. It's okay. I can take it.
How about now? Fighting fit?
At the very least, I won't have to stay hidden like before. I want to see him gone from Notcry. The Rayhir of Solnari and his wild hunt must be sent backward.
Well, It's good to have something to aim for. You certainly seem more alive now than you did earlier. When I first met you, you didn't strike me as a ray of moonlight. More like a wisp of fog drifting in from who knows where, ready to scatter at the first sight. But now, you're full of vitality. Just like the frost moon, once the brightest of them all. May you keep shining, Columbina. This is who you—
Thank you. Look after yourself too, Arlecchino. I know you have plans of your own, and that's why you're always seeking to grow stronger. But whatever you're after, don't let the Abyss take a hold of you. I do not wish to see you go down the same path as Rerir.
I appreciate the concern, Columbina. Although perhaps it's time you took a new name.
A new name?
Kutar, the Moon Maiden, Columbina. They're nothing more than code names. They describe who she is and the roles she's played, but they're not her real name. We often use code names in the House of the Hearth, too. But it's knowing your real name that keeps you grounded. Up till now, you've been living a wandering life, so you've probably never really cared. All I'll say is this. Once you've defeated Rerir, give it some thought. All right, that's it from me. I'll get you back safely first, then go meet up with Sandrone.
You're the best!
I appreciate the gesture. It speaks to your good character. Anyway, let's get going. There are more urgent things to do.
It was a close call, but we got the iridescent moon's marrow and restored Columbina's strength. And that's all.